What is going on, guys? It is May 11th, about 10:30 right now, which I know is pretty late. I just finished fasted cardio, about to eat breakfast, but right now I think what I'm dealing with is some hormone issues, because what happened was I'm on Test, Sustanon, Masteron, and Deca right now, and Masteron affects your estrogen levels, right? So originally my guy accidentally sent me Masteron Propionate, which is a faster acting Masteron. So it's pretty much in and out of you in 1 or 2 days. So my estrogen levels were getting kind of fucky. So I ordered a Nanthate, which I just got in the mail. And so I think my estrogen levels are bouncing around, and that's why I'm having a lot of trouble fucking waking up. Because whenever your estrogen's like high or low, it really fucking affects you. I've still been getting up, still been doing the things I have to do, and getting up fairly early, earlier than most people, but it's still been a hell of a fucking struggle, but we're getting through it. That's no excuse. It just is what it is. But eventually things are gonna level back out, and I'll get back to how I was feeling whenever I was originally on Mast E, which was really fucking good. But right now we're just cooking up some breakfast. I'm gonna clean up the apartment a bit because it is a fucking mess right now. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about kind of how to be a good boyfriend, how to be a good provider, and how sometimes you need to be selfish in order to be selfless. Because as a man, we always want to provide. We have this natural urge to want to provide, to help make the people we love and care about, make their lives easier, right? And so sometimes what we end up doing is we put other people, hold on, I'm gonna set this camera down. So sometimes what we end up doing is we end up putting people so far ahead of us that we actually get behind in our own goals and the things that we're trying to do with our life, and it ends up running us down. So then we actually aren't able to help the people we love and care about as much as we want to, because we start to lose confidence in ourselves because we're not doing the things we need to do, and we end up running ourselves down, and we end up actually becoming more of a liability to the other people in our lives because we do this, because we start beating ourselves up. You might end up getting depressed and taking it out on them a little bit, which it happens. Sometimes whenever you're feeling down about yourself, your confidence is low, you end up kind of accidentally taking it out on the people around you because you end up being more quiet. You end up kind of being a little bit more irritable and stuff like that. And so sometimes you need to put yourself first, put the things that are your glue in life, your foundation, the things you're working towards first, so then in turn you can be a better man for the people that you care about and you love, and you can provide more to them. Because if your cup is half full or your cup is empty, you can't pour into others, right? So you kind of got to find this balance of where you're kind of filling your cup, but you're also able to pour into others. Because the other thing is, if your cup isn't full, right, you can't actually truly help people from the good in your heart. Because if you're not in a place where you're fully independent and you're fully firm in your foundation, then you're really helping people, but you're expecting things in return, even subconsciously. But if you're in a place where everything is fucking solid, you don't have any needs from anybody, then you can truly give and provide to others with nothing expected in return. And that's where truly being selfish comes into play. But we're gonna talk about that in a bit. I gotta cook up breakfast, clean up a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys in a fucking bit. Oh, we're hitting fucking arms today too. This is the current physique. Whew. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so it is about 2 o'clock right now. We're just getting ready for the gym. I got my meal pack, 360 grams of white rice, 7 ounces of chicken, can't go wrong with that. And we got 2 scoops of cluster dextrin in here and the legalized anabolic steroids Helix. Ready to go. If you aren't using an intra workout, I'm telling you, man, you got to hop on it. It makes a huge difference in your workout. And if you guys aren't having a solid pre-workout meal, that shit is fucking key. You need something fast digesting carbs and some protein. I use Greek yogurt and cream of rice. It's amazing. You mix it up till the cream of rice is all mixed through the Greek yogurt, put it in the freezer. It makes like an ice cream. It's so fucking good, I promise you. Put some zero fat whipped cream on top of that shit. It's delicious. Perfect pre-workout meal. On top of that, you could do something like chicken and rice, just something with no fat, protein, and a lot of carbs. That's all you really need. Eat that about an hour before your lift, and you'll be set to go. Oh, you're into nude. Oh, you guys don't want to see Dylan's ass? And then I also take tadalafil before I work out. Tadalafil is just basically like Viagra, it just lasts longer. It's also known as 36-hour Cialis. Gets the blood flowing. So we're going to take some of this before arm day because I want a massive arm pump. If you take too much, you get a bit of a headache and it's not very fun. That's probably perfect. Tastes fucking like shit like usual. And a lot of people do not realize if you're using something like tadalafil or any pump product at all, it's not going to work just like with anything else if you don't have the foundation. If you don't have carbs, you're not hydrated, and you don't have sodium. the pump product isn't going to work that well. You need to have the foundation of your pump set, hydration, sodium, carbs, and then the pump product enhances that pump. Gotta have that foundation. Now, like we were talking about earlier, I'm gonna sip on this. Sometimes you gotta be selfish so you can be selfless. And if you're in a relationship, a lot of times your girlfriend or your wife at first isn't gonna like it. Because if I'm being honest with you guys, women are naturally a bit more selfish versus men are typically naturally just a bit more selfless. Men have an innate urge that we want to provide and support and help others. Versus women, on the other hand, tend to like to be provided for, and they are in turn a little bit more selfish, which is completely fine. That's how it should be. You want a girlfriend or a wife that wants you to provide for them, because then both parties are happy. But whenever you're going to achieve a goal or do something, sometimes you got to pull away from your relationship a bit. So at first, she's not really going to like that much, but she might start to complain a little bit because you can't spend as much time together because now you're putting more time into building a business, or you're not able to go to dinner or go out for drinks because you're on a diet or something like that. And you don't want to just blow up at her and get mad. You want to sit down and have a calm conversation with her, explain to her, look, I have this goal I'm trying to achieve. It's going to benefit both of us in the long run. We need to find other ways to spend time together. That way I can put time into this. That way I can be a better man for you and provide better for you. And if she's a girl that supports you, cares about you, and wants to see you succeed, which you should be dating a girl like that, then she's going to understand, and you guys will work it out, talk about it, understand this is just a season in your relationship, a time in your life where you have to take a little bit of time away in order to put into yourself. Because you're going to go through these seasons and time periods in your relationship and life where sometimes you're able to give a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, and sometimes you got to pull back because you're pouring into your cup like we talked about earlier, and you're building the value within yourself. So like I said, communication is key with any aspect in a relationship though. But we are about ready to go to the gym, go hit some fucking arms, which I'm pumped for, and I will see you guys there. Ta-da, Phil, for you. Oh, stop. I got it. Oh, I thought that was going to crack you in the head. All right, guys, so we are hitting motherfucking arms. One of my favorite days of the week. We got a little bit of a tricep pump. The lighting isn't great, but we already did single arm cross body extensions. Those kind of hurt my shoulder a little bit just because of like the angle you're at, but did those, went a little bit light. But now we are doing this JM press on the Smith machine. Last week I did 180 for, I think 11 is what it was. So we're going to try to go for 12, 13, something like that. And earlier we saw a guy walk in with the funniest, the funniest outfit I've ever seen. He had on like Under Armour boxers, like spandex boxers. And I don't know if he just forgot his pants at home or what the deal was, but it was yeah, he just had no pants. He just had underwear on, no pants. I don't know. I got yelled at for having my shirt off in here one time, but I guess you can come in your underwear and that's fine. And I guess girls can be half naked with their tits and their ass hanging out, but me taking my shirt off, whoa, mister. Whoa, that is not allowed. Not allowed. For some odd reason. I never understood that because, you go to a swimming pool, guys have their shirts off, girls are wearing bikinis with their ass and tits hanging out. In here, the girls can have their ass and tits hanging out, but I take my shirt off and it's a fucking crime. I'd never complain about it because the gym's rules are the gym's rules, it is what it is. I'm just saying, I think it's a little bit sexist, don't you? I don't know. You think it's sexist? But we're gonna get started here. We're gonna patty cake baked goose, man. Tonight's gonna be a good night. This set's goose. So, my hat's a little fucked. Whatever I'm doing, hold on, let me recover for a second. So, whenever I'm doing these, I like to think of my arm as one of those car jacks that are like a triangle, and you pump it up, pushes the car up. I think of my arm like that, not moving my elbow much, or my shoulder much, and I'm just pressing upwards, not using my shoulder, my chest very much, and then compressing it back down like that, keeping all the weight on my triceps just as best as possible. I got it out. But yeah, so yeah, okay, it's cool. All right, so now we're doing this overhead tricep extension machine. And honestly, at first, I used to not really like this thing too much. Oh, the Zin juice is going to the back of my throat. I used to not like it very much, but recently I've been actually fucking loving it. I think it's because I used to try to go really heavy, right? And I would use the whole stack, and it would fuck my shoulders up. And I was using more of my body to try to get the weight up. But recently I lowered the weight, and I've just focusing a lot more on my tempo, going slow, and just really developing that mind-muscle connection with my tricep and feeling the burn the whole way through the movement. And I've been progressing in weight each week, just it's lighter than doing the whole fucking stack, you know? But I'm still going to failure because the tempo is a bit slower, and I'm controlling the weight a bit more, and really just making sure I'm nailing my triceps with it. I try to talk too fast and stutter over my words. With the pre-workout kicking in, got Ritalin in the morning, coffee, all that shit. I know, caffeine addict, but fucking, I talk too fast. But yeah, so if you're struggling with a movement and feeling it, lighten the weight a little bit, slow the tempo down a bit, develop more control and mind-muscle connection with it. And honestly, it's gonna help a ton because it was putting a lot of stress on my shoulders with the heavy weight as well. And I don't really feel too much stress on my shoulders at all now, so we're gonna get after it. We're gonna go to fucking failure. Oh yeah. We're about to fucking kill this set. Oh, feel the fucking burn, baby. All right, we're gonna take this pump cover off real quick and see what we got going on under here, right? I was stuck. You know what? I can just put that right there. All right, so this is what we're working with. I mean, I don't think that's too bad, right? Yeah, so not looking too bad for week 10 of the growing phase with 10 more to go. I like the physique right now. Come check this out over here in this lighting. I mean, not too bad. Legs, lean. So, yeah. Excited to see where we're gonna be in about 10 weeks. Pump me up, pump. All right, mic attached, ready, roll, action. All right guys, so we are about to do alternating dumbbell curls. One of my favorite exercises. It's basic, it's simple, straight to the point, and it nails your fucking biceps. We did 40 pounds for 13 reps last week, and the rep range is 12 to 15 reps. So I'm thinking I can squeeze out 14 or 15 this week, and I'll probably do 14, 15 next week, maybe even 14, 15 again the following week until those 14, 15 reps are really fucking solid. And then we'll bump up to 45 because you don't want to bump up the second you get to that top of the rep range, right? You want to wait until all 14, 15 are pretty controlled, and it's, you know, you're not going to failure with the 14 or 15. You could almost get 16 or 17 and then bump up the weight. So then you're doing that higher weight for more towards the bottom of the rep range, like 10 to 12 reps, build up and go from there. But yeah, it's a good fucking day in the gym today. Some days you walk in here and you're just feeling magnificent. You know, I feel like I have a decent pump. The weights, they're feeling heavy, but good. And I just feel in a good mood today, which is amazing because yesterday I was feeling depressed as fuck and all anxious and shit, and I felt awful. So now I might even just be feeling normal now, but I was so low yesterday that now feeling normal feels like I'm high. If you get what I'm saying, kind of like you can't experience happiness unless you experience sadness. And the amount of happiness you can experience is only equivalent to the amount of sadness you've experienced. Think on that one a little bit of gym philosophy for you. But yeah, I'm done running my mouth. We're gonna do this set. Damn, this doesn't work. So, wow, fuck me. Ooh. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, we got the 14 reps. Last couple, they weren't solid. They weren't perfect reps. They didn't look pretty, but that's not the fucking point. The point is, you're pushing a fucking failure. You're pushing yourself past your fucking limits. You're going fucking hard. And as long as most of them look good and the form's good, the control's good, squeezing out a few fucking extra reps just to fucking get them, that's good on my end. It means you're going to failure. It means you got that intensity. It means you're trying to push yourself. And that's far more important than focusing on all the science, optimal bullshit, having a little fucking calculator and measuring the angles and shit. You're gonna get way further just using aggression and pushing yourself as hard as you can than you are over fixating on all this dumb little nerdy side of bullshit. Oh, and one thing I was thinking about, I don't really have days of the week. I just realized, like if it's Tuesday, that's back day for me. I don't have like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, oh, it's rest day. That's it. I don't know, I was just thinking about that earlier, but yeah. It is about 10:30 at night right now. I'm about to finish up my last meal here, but I wanted to wrap this video up and let you guys know that you need to learn to put your goals first, and you need to learn to make your priorities, right? Not your girlfriend, not your wife, not your family. Your main goals, the main things you're going for in life, need to be your priorities, because those are overall going to help you to become a better man for those people in your life. They may not understand it. They may tell you that you're being selfish for putting those things first or whatever, because they just don't see the bigger picture. They don't see the fact that you would rather spend time with them. You would rather go out to dinner with your girlfriend or go out for drinks. But this stuff is more important for now, so that later on in life, you can enjoy those things without having to stress about money or other things. And overall, the discipline, the work ethic, and the confidence you're gonna build from achieving your goals is going to make you a better man for your girlfriend, for your family, for your wife, whoever it is, because you're not gonna be insecure about yourself. You're not gonna feel bad about yourself. You're gonna be a confident man that knows what he's capable of, knows that he's capable of overcoming adversity and achieving the things that he sets his mind to. And that's just gonna make you a better, more masculine man overall and a good provider. So don't ever allow somebody to try to tell you that you're selfish or that it's wrong for you to put the gym first or for you to put working on your business first or any of that stuff, because it's not. Now, of course, are there circumstances where it's reasonable that you may need to put someone else first or something like that? Yeah. For example, my girlfriend, she had her graduation the other day. Now, personally, I didn't really want to go, to be honest. It gets me out of my routine, and I had to rush my workout, and I had to take my meals with me and eat them cold and all this shit. But I still got the shit done while also putting her stuff first and making sure that she felt loved, feels cared for, and all that good stuff. So you gotta find that balance between getting the shit done you have to get done and also giving time to the people you love and care about as well. But they also need to understand there are times in your life, there's seasons in your life where you're gonna have to be pulled away a little bit to put in work and effort into building value within yourself as a man so that you can provide to the people in your life. But that's pretty much gonna wrap today's video up, guys. I appreciate all of you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, drop a comment of any topics you guys want me to talk about, questions you have, anything like that, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.